Plus the mouse reports on episode 3 of Agatha all along. And our first trial! No, not a Bush Tucker one. Never in a million years are you going to catch the celebrities in the Australian jungle have to basically down alcohol. Not even to try and win a treat. No, that's too easy. Although, on the last series, we did have them all have to drink disgusting cocktails with made of some bio contractions. We had Danny Jones and Otis Mavisi and Talisa having to them down these nasty cocktails, and that's basically the start of the series. They didn't even got the jungle yet. It's basically just having the order of the race to go running. So, yeah, so that's the closest we got. But I was like, is this really our first trial? Anyway, alright, so yeah. So they are now officially on the road, and they're going to go to their first trial. Yeah. What I love though is how Mrs. Hart has been brought along to the ride. I think what's brilliant how, I'm not sure I mentioned this on the last episode, how at the end of the last episode, we kind of always have worked out Mrs. Hart has also gone on the road. But what I don't think anybody else has worked out was she's also on the road. It's not till she's actually there. And it's kind of been the whole thing. It's like, oh, where the hell are we? It's like, oh, I thought it was one of the most shittest parties I've ever been to. And I was like, okay, who brought this along? Who's brought this along? And she basically, because she's basically like the dishing old lady who just goes wandering off. It's like, oh, you know. And I'm thinking, she's Wonder Vision. Let her go to her doom. Even though I don't remember her being in Wonder Vision, like she's Wonder Vision stuff. Let her go to her doom. I know it's quite callous of me, but hey ho. Someone needs to be the callous witch in this don't they? And clearly it's going to be me. But yeah. So I'm now thinking, yep, you brought the wrong one. Last week I was kind of in two states of mind, whether or not Mrs. Hart could be or could be not. Well, I think based on these first 5-10 mins, yeah, she's definitely not a witch. She's just a dithering old lady who's dazed and confused. She probably thought she was going to get pissed. Have a little girl chat. Maybe some sugary sweets. But no, she has to get dragged into a life or death situation. Literally a life or death situation. Because did anyone else think that this first trial was a bit sort of Hansel and Gretel? I mean, we had the cottage that was made sort of all flowery, all sort of colourful, all pink and amber. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And they're all walking in. Now, I of course had to do... Now, I actually did do a version of Hansel and Gretel for my Year 5 Christmas production. It was embarrassing. I had to play a fucking lamb. And the only solo number I got was one line. And it was dirty. I had to change it. And we had to do that 5 nights. The whole school week. Well, actually, no, technically, we were only supposed to do it for 4 nights. So it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But on the Monday, you'd always have like one final dress rehearsal. Where you do it for the entire school. So basically, for that week, this was 2000, it was late noughties. 2007. Yeah, 2007. So for 5 nights, so for the entire school week, I had to be a fucking lamb and sing a dirty line. Which, you know what? I've actually forgotten it. And I have still got the script somewhere. A few years ago, I was doing a bit of a Tiger, doing a bit of spring clean, and I actually managed to find both the script and the songbook that went with it. But I forgot this bit stuff somewhere else. I forgot it. I wonder if that they would have made it more convincing if we actually had red wire allowed for our production. It's horrible. The year before, got to do a full-blown panto. Where it was like a full proper original story. Which for me was the year before we had to be basically quiet with the year sixes. So I thought, oh, it's gonna be great. When it was my turn to be year five, what did we get? Hansel and fucking Gretel. And I got made a stupid lamb. I actually did try to audition for the meaty roles. I did do the audition where you had to do a burst from one of the big numbers. I thought I did very, very well. Teachers clearly did not. They thought, look at it, thought, yeah, pelvic purpose play a fucking lamb. So one of the many embarrassings from my primary school theatre days that I sadly do remember. The other embarrassing one happened to me in Key Stage 1. I can't remember if it was year 1 or year 2, where basically we had to do our burst of activity. I got made one of the wise men. Now, you think, what's the problem there? The problem was, you had to then basically gallop the entire hall, and that was the only downfall. It was fun, and that's the only problem. It was fun. I thought it was fun. I thought I was lucky there with that role. What was, man, it's fine. And then I found out we had to basically gallop around the entire hall. That was what I was like, oh, for sure. Anywho's. But hey, I did it. Because when you're in this profession, you have to basically follow the script to the letter. And I still managed to do it despite being a young kid at the time. Anywho, back to the show. If anyone wants to share their horrible theatre school days, let me know in the comments below. At least my primary school did let us do those. High school was all GCSE. No clubs, no play. I went to a very, very nasty high school. It was all work and no play. And look at me now. I'm here doing content with you guys. Look at me now. Anyway, right, back to the show. So we get more inside the house. It's very empty. It's almost like no one's lived there an entire year. And yet, somehow, there's this basket full of wine. Red wine, to be precise. So, whoever's laying the shots up for, yep, white won't do, we're going to go with red. Well, at least, boys and girls, we actually now know which wine's more deadlier. Red. It's red. So, someone offers you red wine, maybe think you taste it first. Which of them wasn't it when Dak went for the whole down in one? It's like, woo! It's like, wow. Yeah. So they got this. So they're doing this riddle, which is basically their first. Basically tells us about the first trial. They also start to use their initiative. Thought, right, maybe it's got to do with the wine. So it's like, okay, everybody, let's get pissed. And the team's like, can I? And it was like, no. It reminded me of Bear of Outnumbered. Oh, because in Outnumbered, Bear would always try to get the outs to give him alcohol. And in one episode, they actually eventually did cave, and they gave it him. So I was thinking, Libertine have was, well, he looks about 15, he's nearly of age. Surely? I mean, don't look at me, I don't know what the secret age for alcohol is. Don't look at me. Not a single drop has ever touched my lips. And none shall ever. So don't look at me. I don't know what the legal age is for alcohol. I'm like, just say no, kids. But I love how they were like, he was like, can I? And everyone was like, no. And you know what? It was kind of good he wasn't, because as we saw, things then took a very deadly turn. And again, it was another sort of Halloween horror movie style mode, where there's this timer going on, it was like, oh, what's this? And at first, I had no clue what the title was. The time was going on, it's kind of down to 30. So I'm thinking, okay, is that how I got left of the show? And then everyone's like all feeling woozy and this and had these weird hallucinations. That was like, uh-oh, something's up here. And they've all been poisoned. They've all been poisoned. Except for the one. And that is Agatha. And I was just like... I was like, go girl! Because that would be me. That would be me. That would be me. I was like... Because everyone else having these weird little hallucinations. They've all been poisoned. And Agatha's like, she's fine. And then... It's not so it was worked out. You cheated! You didn't take it! You did not drink! And Agatha's like, well, whoa. And that was brilliant, because that would be so me. Because I'm like, because if that was me, I'd be like, oh, it's alcohol. Nope. Nope. No. No, 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 no. Nope. Not touching it. Not touching it. So in that scene, I was like, well, good girl. Because that would be so me. No way would I have touched that. Not even if you try to enforce it down me. Because they're basically force Agatha to basically go, chug, 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 chug. Which does. If I was in her position though, I was like, I don't care how old the teen is, you take it! No way is that going down in my gob. No. No, 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 no. No. No way. Not happening. So, but I was like, what else did Twitch talk about? It's like, you can't cheat. It's like, I'm like, hold on a minute here. Where is it in the witch law that says that witches have to play by the rules? We're supposed to be evil. We're supposed to be wicked. We're supposed to be scared of. We're supposed to get chased by pitchforks and torches while having everyone saying, wickedness must be punished! And with a very, very angry Tin Man holding a lion on a leash. Yeah? It's like, where is it in the handbook that says witches have got to have a moral compass? You tell me! Because let me tell you, not even Galinda's all squeaky clean as she makes out to be. No, no. It's her fault Alpha becomes the bitch she is in the Wizard of Oz in the first place! So, but unfortunately she does have to then basically take the drink. But I tell you, that was me in that position. Like, I'd pass the tea, you do it! Because really, it's the episode of our fault. We only need one of them not to be poisoned. So I'm like, well, do you know what? Stuff in the rules said I've got to do it. Here it is, there you go. Here's your first taste! Enjoy it! It's gonna be your last. Oh, and so for the rest of the fight, I'm loving. I'm loving how the Jeopardy is really in this. Series. You know, because when we watch shows like these, we want a little bit of Jeopardy, even if we know by the end of it that they're not gonna dare bonk off the main characters. That's one of the things I loved about Once Upon a Time. They were not afraid to kill off anybody. They were not afraid, even if somebody was a star regular, they were not afraid to bonk them off. That's what I don't like about. That's what I hate about TV. Is like they always put the characters in like big Jeopardy scenarios, but you always know they're not they're not going to bonk them off, so it then wastes the Jeopardy. Here, I can't put the Jeopardy's there, but they could easily. We don't know if Agatha's going to make out a lot better than this. We know she does or not. So anyway, because we had it the Jeopardy factor last week, and I feel we got the Jeopardy factor again this week. So can we keep this Jeopardy factor going up? I'll be hooked. Yeah, so they spend the rest of the episode basically trying to find all these different ingredients to make this potion. So obviously get Jen to do it. Do you know what was really funny? Do you know what's really funny is how all the witches, whenever they've been poisoned, they experience these manipulations and all drowsiness. Whereas Mrs. Hart is like this. So it's like that. She's gone. She's gone. She's dead. She's gone. She's like literally spends the rest of the sofa lying down like this. That's all she is. God. That's what Mrs. Hart does for the whole episode. As soon as she takes her wine, she's just straight away down for the count. So it's like, whoa. So fat Laura you she is. That was quite good, that wasn't it? Look, I should recreate dramatics there for you, my friends. That was quite good. I'm quite proud of myself for that. But yeah, so it spends the entire so they make this potion, and at first it's not working. Then was like, why is it not working? It's like big, but it's like the timer. We've only got about 2 minutes left, or about 90 seconds. You know. Then they realise what it is that they actually need blood from someone who's not been poisoned. And I love how Agatha's just like straight for it. It's like, get the team, and goes, thanks for being underage. Nips him, boom, we're all cured. The ruthlessness of it though, wow. Okay, I know we haven't got enough time left to do all the nicey niceys, but it's like, whoa! Wow. That's pretty much how every doctor behaves when I have to do a blood test. Like, no niceties, I'm going to try and make you feel safe and calm. It's just we're going to put the needle in you, and that's it. Just ruthlessness of it. It's like, whoa. It's like, wow. Okay. But it works. They're all cured. So they're all fine. They're all safe. They've all survived the first test. Great. The house is about to get flooded. So they're all supposed to get out. So they're now all back on the road. And you're wondering, right, how's this episode going to end? Is it we're going to meet them in the next trial? Or they're going to then... It's going to be a bit of a balmy? Is somebody going to come out from the woods? No. The way the episode ends is brilliant. Well, actually, there is a bit of a bitch fight first. There is actually a bit of bitch fighting that goes on. That's 2 episodes in a row we've had bitch fighting. Keep count, friends. Keep count. So there is a bitch fight going on, which team breaks up. And I'm like, no! Let them ass it! But it ends with it being proclaimed that Sharon's dead. Or no, was it Mrs. Davis? Mrs. Davis is dead, and Agatha is like, "Who's Mrs. Davis?" So I'm like. I'm like, who? Because of course we've all been referred to her as Mrs. Hart. So, wow. So it's like, so she's actually dead. I thought they killed her in time. Man, no, she spent the entire puppy. So when she was poisoned lying on the sofa, I was like, oh, I definitely thought they got her in time. Oh, there we go. Right, so 1 down. Let's face it, she was only going to trip us up. She was going to be a liability. She was going to get herself killed eventually. Better to have been bunked up after the first trial, rather than, you know, we have to have her do more trials again and again and again, and we don't get any stars. Oh, no, sorry, that's I'm a Celebrity again. But that was really like, I was like, because obviously, you're not supposed to go to the credits laughing at that. But I was. Because I've basically been like, you know, what Agatha was. I'm like, who? Who? Plus, when the poison happened, we all started the deputy ranked on. I barely forgot she was even there. Because she was basically lying on the sofa for the whole episode. So I basically forgot that she was actually there. So, you can forgive me for thinking, who? But, wow. So, we're not even halfway through and already one down. Wow, okay. But hey, it was even for me, it either had to be her or the team. So, anyway. Speaking of the team, we've learned that he's been hexed. We've learned it's a hex. So you know why he can't, we haven't been able to find out more about him? It's because he's been hexed. So, woo, spooky. But anyway. If there's one thing we've learned in this episode, boys and girls, is if you stumble into an empty house and there is a basket of free wine, don't drink it! Alright? Because it turns out you might end up like Mrs. Hart. Dead. The old bag is dead. I've got a sneaky suspicion she's not going to be the last. I've got a sneaky suspicion she's not going to be the only casualty on this road. Sorry, I know this is being really inappropriate. I should not be laughing, but oh, it's goddamn funny. The way I was like, who's Miss Davis? And then the credits roll. It's like, genius. That's genius. Okay, so it does make you wonder though, what else are we going to be seeing on this road? We've had poison wine. And I'm just now wondering what else we're going to be faced next. So who knows what's going to come. But if that was just the first trial, then God knows what the rest is going to be like. It's going to be torture, isn't it? It's going to be hell. They're supposed to test them. You need to do a lot better than that. Because that just feels like a typical, you know, Saturday night out of the local Wubberspoons. You know? A little piss up, knock up, knees up, all that. All was missing was cutlery being smashed and thrown across, and glasses being thrown across the room. And someone spilling the drink. That's all we're missing. But yeah, but honestly, that was great. That was really great, wasn't it? And just to me, just the bit was best the most was Agatha cheating. Because I didn't realise it at first until everyone else started noticing she's not feeling unwell. She's not drunk! And Agatha's like, of course I did! Because as I said, that would have been so me. But no way would you then force me to then tuck it. I would then would have just gone past the tea. He can then take it. Because as we learn, in order to be cured, they need the blood of someone who's not been poisoned. So really, any one of them could have not have drunk and be used for the blood. So, but that then means I would then have to be pricked. You know what? I can't believe I'm about to say this to end the show. As much as I'm not good with blood and being pricked at, I'd rather have to be the one that provides the antidote than drinks the poison. That's, yeah, and I can't believe I've said that. I really can't. But that's me, so I see. I just think it's just no. I couldn't do it. I could not bring myself to drink that. No. So I can't think I'm going to say I'd rather would be the antidote than the poisoned. But yeah, each their own. They literally each their own.